Hi there, this is Jacob Baugh, Jacob's Ladder with Team Cardhoarder. I'm here for another modern video set for you today. I wanted to work with Madcap experiments. It's one of the cards from Kaladesh that I was pretty excited about with the combination of Platinum Emperion. Did a lot of different brewing before the set came out, but I kind of put it on the back burner with the work of Standard. But now I finally get a chance to test out some of these ideas I've had. Basically, this is one of the shells I think could benefit a lot from this combo. Burn was a pretty not favorable matchup for Blood Moon in the Blue Moon deck in the past, so putting a Platinum Emperion pretty much makes that matchup unlosable if you can put this card into play. So I'm definitely looking forward to that interaction, and everything else is pretty much stock. I've got 4 bolts, 2 burst lightnings, 2 spell snares, 4 visions, and then we have the full set of Snapcasters and Remands, because we're more of a combo version. A lot of people have been moving towards the full set of Mana Leaks instead of the Remands in the previous versions of this deck recently. But I think with the Madcap experiments, just having the additional card draw and finding that combo is more important. And then we have the full set of Blood Moons, 2 Vidanian Clicks. I increased the number of these originally from 1 to 2, just because of the interaction of actually targeting yourself and putting Emperion back on the bottom of your deck, so you have more targets, which I'm sure will come up at some point. And then, because you can actually cast multiple experiments pretty easily with Snapcaster Mage, so that interaction is definitely probably going to come up as well. Then we have 2 Cryptic Commands. In the mana base, we have a single Loot House, and we have the full set of Canals. Definitely excited to try this land in this deck. I'm sure it's something that you wanted before in this matchup. But other than that, we had to cut a few fetch lands from the mana base because how poorly they interact with Emperium. You actually can't activate a fetch land when you have an Emperium in play, but the deck didn't really care about fetch lands too much anyways because Blood Moon turning them off anyways. So that really doesn't come up hopefully won't come up that much, but it does make the mana base a little worse, but I still think it's fine because you have less targets you have less basic islands to find. So, but I still think it shouldn't hurt overall. We have 4 additional counter spells on the sideboard and 2 dispels, 2 negates. Dispels are mostly to fight over people trying to remove our Platinum Emperium, but that's pretty much and for the control matchups. But that's what they're there for. We have 2 Pias for additional win conditions in case our Emperiums just aren't good enough. Just like it's like Jund and stuff that has a bunch of terminates and stuff, we might need more ways to finish the game. We have a different suite for small creatures. We have a Pyroclasm, Grim Lavamancer, and is a Staticaster, and 3 Anchor the Gods. He's also coming against Dredge, but they're mostly for that reason. You can't play traditional Graveyard Hate in this deck because they're artifacts, and you can't play artifacts with Madcap experiments because you will kill yourself if you put an artifact in your deck, which is kind of a downside, but I still want to give it a shot. And we also have Vandal Blast instead of Shatterstorm because we don't want to kill our Platinum Emperiums once we stabilize with putting one of those in play. So the reasoning behind that one. And we have a Keranos for the control matchups. It's just a staple for any blue-red deck for that matchup. So that's pretty much everything, and we'll get to the games.